Okay, we're going to do another jean hem test, and I've got an older machine here. This is the machine that was given to my wife when we got married back in 1982, and it's the Kenmore 12781 model. And so it's basically a 12-stitch machine, and I took it apart and oiled it and cleaned it and everything, and this whole back side is solid steel. It's like a cast iron. It's very heavy. The front side of it here is a plastic, and this is plastic, but everything back here is metal, so it's well built. All the internal parts are metal in it, and so I thought I'd do this test on it. I've never played with it before, but anyway, I got it all oiled and cleaned, and seems to be running good, so let's try the jeans hem test. This is a retail pair of Levi's that I do my test on, and I'm going to start here before the hump, which is what you notice they do on retail jeans, and then we'll come back around and back tack on it. So I've got my medium weight thread that I use for jeans in here, so let's get it going here and see how it does. I haven't sewed on it before, so see if I can keep the seam straight. Grab a hold of my threads here. Went right over the hump without any problem. I don't even have the little bevel leveler foot on it either. Coming up to the second hump. Let's see how it goes over it. Went right over it. Cut my thread down here. Up on where we started, do a couple of stitches over and then do a back stitch or two. And that completes it. This thing even has a thread cutter on it. Alright, let me cut these tails off and we'll have a look and see what we've got here. Alrighty. There's where we started and ended, and that looks pretty much the way I see retail jeans when they start and end. It's never a thing of beauty. So there's our back tack stitch. Looks like we had a little hiccup right here, or that was something. Yeah, that's a piece of scrap thread. So everything back here looks good. Top stitching looks really nice. Come around to this hump, and it kind of zigged over a little bit there. That could be handled if I slowed down and took my time going over it the way you probably should. Looks nice. Did a good job. So anyway, I've always wondered about these older machines, why everyone says they're so powerful. It kind of shows you, if you go back and get one about 20 years old, even with a normal foot on here, it does great. I'm going to try to install my Janami HD 1000 walking foot on there. So let me grab that and we'll try, see how it does with some leather. I had to look at the needle on it, had to take it out and put it under a magnifying glass and look at it. And I don't know what my wife was sewing on it before, but it has a size 16 needle on it. So I'm going to put a leather needle in it, and I've got some thick leather here. It's 4 layers, and let's see if we can sew through it. So I'll be right back. Okay, we've got the leather needle installed on the machine, and I'm using the Smiths size 18. They're the 110/18 needles, which you'll see right there. And got 4 layers of medium weight leather underneath here, so let's see how it does on this. The tails there so you can see the thread line. There's our stitch right there in between the white and the whiter gold one. Stitch looks really good. Let's see if we can find the back side of it. Yeah, it's nice and tight, so did a good job. You go across here on one of them. Pressure foot raises really high on this machine. It shows you the difference between the old ones and some of the newer ones, but you can see how much room that is. I mean, you can get a lot underneath the foot, so I'm going to have to try some thicker stuff on here and see just how many layers deep it will go. Yeah, it sews through that without any problem at all. It's nice and easy. I've got the tension turned all the way up to 9 on the leather. You always need a good tight tension when you're doing leather. Looks good. That little ball there is from that previous machine that I tested, but it looks really nice. Okay, again, this is a Kenmore model 12781, and the copyright in the manual is 1981, so it was probably produced in 80 or 81 in that time frame. But anyway, if you're looking for a machine to do jeans and leather, you can find one of these on Craigslist or eBay or something. I'd highly recommend it. Anyway, so hope this helps you guys out. So let me know if you have any questions and any more information you need about the machine. And I've got the manual and everything, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Take care.